right, the finale. The Northwest Blazers of Orange against the Indy Gym Rats. There's a long three. Good. Bang, bang, bang. Ariel Scott right out the gate. Class of 2018, Sharman Academy 5-7 for the Gym Rats. They are all in red, and the Northwest Blazers Orange are all in orange. India Fly holding it. Now swings it on the left wing. She gets it over to Jordan Edwards. Edwards now. Dribble, now gives it over to India Fly. India Fly worked on by Dana Evans. Evans is really giving her fits. Now Fly driving, layup good. India Fly with the layup. Fly, 2017, out of Oregon City. There's a long rebound ripped down by the Blazers, and here they come. Leading that break is Aaliyah Goodman. Goodman now going to peel it back out, swing it over to the left. Pump fake to Edwards. Edwards goes down low. Madeline Scott shot up, no good. Madeline Smith. Rebound going to come down, and here is Clarissa McLaughlin. McLaughlin between the rings being worked on by India Fly. Swings it over to the left. There's Dana Evans. Evans is going to drive. Baseline up. No. Rebound is going to be ripped down by Madeline. Also, you got Jaden Bush out there. So it's Bush, Fly, Goodman, Edwards, and Smith. And there's Madeline Smith with it. Up, shot blocked out of there. McLaughlin is going to get it. The shot was blocked by Ariana Harris. Harris, McLaughlin, Forbesman, Evans, and Scott, the five on the floor. McLaughlin floating, no good. Forbesman put it up and in, good. Darby Forbesman, class of 2016, Heritage Christian scored. Coming back quickly this way as Edwards got it blocked, get it blocked out of there. Ariana Harris with the rejection. Head coach Danny Riego, who is right here beside us, of the Indy Gym Rats. He watched that classic game. Ball tipped around out of bounds. And then over on the other side is Steve Kleiss, the head coach of the Northwest Blazers in orange. Zoe Hilsman, glad to be here with you. SUV TV producing. ProspectNation.com. Madeline Smith comes out and she has her jumper right there. So it's now 5-4. There's a steal, and let's see, we got a whistle. And the foul on Goodman. So Aaliyah Goodman picks up that foul. The Indy Gym Rats are in red, Northwest Blazers are in orange. India Fly. Her shorts and jersey, she does. There's an inbound to Harris. Harris back to McLaughlin. The pass was stolen by Goodman. Gives it to India Fly. She pump fakes over on the right wing. Now she peels it back out, and she'll set it up. Kick it over to the top. Now holding it is Edwards. Edwards now swings it over. There's Bush. Jaden Bush holding it out high. She swings it in the corner to Goodman. Dump it down low. Madeline Smith got it blocked by Ariana Harris. Ariana Harris with another blocked shot. Shot no good. Forsman tried to get the rebound. It scoots and goes out of bounds. Forsman will inbound it into Dana Evans. Evans being worked on by Edwards. She gets a screen from Forsman, now tries to use it. Gives it over to Harris. Harris holding, they kick it in the corner to McLaughlin. McLaughlin on a step back now, gives it down low. Harris, shot up, no. Rebound is gonna come down to Bush. Bush cleared it over to Edwards. Edwards over to Goodman. Goodman puts it on the floor and then kicks it back out. Three and a half minutes now gone by. Jackie Young will be coming in just a moment. Her and Sydney Scott. There's a rebound over to Dana. Evans now will walk it into the forecourt. India Fly right there on. It's going to drive and go right by. Kick it over to the corner to McLaughlin. McLaughlin going to peel back. There's a long three. Back iron, no good. Rebound going to come down to Jordan Edwards. And the shot blocked from behind by Darby Forsman. So substitutions now. Rylan Lupter now will check in for Northwest. Also will be Maddie Udy. Jackie Young checks in, and Sydney Shelton checks in for the Gym Rats. And Coach Riego goes right over to Dana Evans and coaches her up. Jill Townsend will be checking in just a moment for Northwest Blazers. Adidas School rocking the D Roses, going up against the Jim Rats, the Nike School, with the Kobe's on. So Edwards gives it up. There's Udy. Udy puts it on the floor now. She's dribbling and going to peel it back out. And Jackie Young got in there and stole it. Ball tipped away. Jackie Young picks Young to McLaughlin. McLaughlin. Her first points of the game. Carissa McLaughlin, Homestead High School, class of 2017. Swing it to the right side, and that is stolen away by Jackie Young. Young to McLaughlin, back to Young. Young stops, holds it. Now gives it back to McLaughlin. McLaughlin puts it on the floor, driving. She tried to dump it off for Forsman. Forsman didn't turn around. That's McLaughlin's fault. She pointed Townsend into the contest now. Maddie Udy is in. Jaden Bush will take a seat. Coach Steve Kliss calling out his instructions. And now here is Jordan Edwards. Edwards now going to give it down low to Townsend. Townsend lost it between the floor, but Edwards picks it up and shoots a three. It's no good. Get the rebound up and in good. Jill Townsend came in right and got her first two of the game. So here's McLaughlin. McLaughlin gets a screen. Now she gives it over to Jackie Young. Young will peel it back out between the rings and set it up and gets a screen. Young now goes to Forsman. Forsman shot blocked out of there. Here's Townsend on the recovery. Townsend now going to come and peel it back around the left side. Now on a bounce pass, McLaughlin broke up the pass. It'll be a turnover. India Fly getting ready to check in along with Dana Evans. Evans will come in, and McLaughlin taking a seat. Harris is coming in, and Forsman is taking a seat. Megan Nielsen is also into the contest now for the Northwest Blazers. India Fly peels it back out. Kayla Watkins will be checking in just a moment. There's a jumper, good. A three ball from Jill Townsend. Townsend with 5 quick points, 5'11", out of Okagon, Washington, and Okagon High School. India Fly really putting pressure on Dana Evans. Evans gonna drive, kick it over to the left. There's Sydney Shelton. Shelton penetrates, floats it up. No, she got fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Coach Riego wants to make sure he gets some stuff squared away with his crew. Young, Harris, Scott, and Evans on the floor along with Shelton. Free throw good. Nine to 8, and second free throw, back iron, no good, long rebound. She got it with nobody there and then pulls a three, no. Coach Riego was still in a huddle. She was the only player down there, got the own rebound and then pulled a three. She actually was playing 1-on-5. Jill Rooper a three, no good. Riley Rooper pulled that, looped her, had that three. Now here comes Jackie Young all the way, shot up, no, she got fouled, no call. It goes out of bounds underneath the own basket. Townsend will take it out. No, Loopter will take it out. Loopter will take it out. She gives it in to India Fly, and India Fly now will walk to the forecourt. Fly on the drive, got the screen. Fly dumps it off. There's Watkins. Kayla Watkins going to turn over that shoulder, up fake a number of moves and score. Kayla Watkins, 6'2", class of 2017. Glacier Peak High School. So here's Shelton into the forecourt. Shelton to Evans. Evans now puts it on the floor. Evans with a ball fake, got it knocked out of her hand as she was driving. It will go back over to the Gym Rats are in red. West Blazers orange are in orange. There's an attack, kick it to the left. There's a jumper, good. Jumper is good by Sydney Shelton, and has 3 points in the contest, 11 to 10. Rupter with a shot. Rupter no good. Watkins with the rebound. It was knocked away from behind by Sydney Shelton. Now it's tipped up ahead, and Jill Townsend is going to come away with it, and she gives it over to Riley Rupter. Rupter now a long three by Maddie Udy. No good. Young skies in and gets the rebound. Jackie Young does. Young has got Shelton running with her. She didn't see her. There's a three. It was deflected and blocked out of bounds. Great effort defensively by Riley Rupter. Yesterday, Rupter had 6 3-pointers in their game versus All Ohio. I mean, she was just lighting bombs upon bombs upon bombs. They do that to me sometimes. Harris now takes it and gives it over to the top. Dana Evans now holding it, getting the screen from Harris. She's going to attack and drive down the lane. Shot up, no, she got fouled. That's one thing that Dana Evans does very well. You see on the network Thursday, she will drive that lane and she will score, and it was a game-winning drive and score. 2 free throws coming up for Dana Evans. Evans now goes through a free throw routine. Missed them both. Back iron. Still 11-10. India Fly now on the fly right by. Being picked up by Evans. Evans and Fly have been in each other's mugs since this game started. There's the post down on the block. Spinning down there. Up shot no good. Madeline Wright had her to the basket. Now Edwards will check in. Riley Rupter will come out. Rupter will take that stroke to Boise State. Inbound, and they're going to lose it. Shelton lost it out of bounds. 7:31 to go. 11-10. Northwest Blazers orange leaving. Jackie Young has taken. So here's Jordan Edwards dribbling out over to India Fly. Fly holding, gets the screen from Madeline. She doesn't use it, goes down the right side and scores. India Fly with her second field goal. She has 4 points out of Oregon City, Oregon. Class of 2017 in Oregon City High.
Joel, she was a prospect on Friday afternoon that really stood out in that win over Kentucky Premier.
There's a long three. Bang, Aaliyah Goodman a three out of LaSalle. I know I talked about Riley Rupter hitting 6 threes versus All Ohio. I mean, she was just stroking nets out there. Darby Forsman will be checking in just a moment. Rats trailing now by 6. A long three. Shelton, good. Sydney Shelton, a 3-ball. She has 6 points. Cut that lead in half, 16-13. Madeline Smith turning, jumper, back iron, no good. By Bush, got it blocked out, but there's a foul.
I tell you what, Joel, if you're a hoops like good shooting, this is the game for you. Midwest shooters from Indiana and the West Coast kids that can ball it up as well too. Coach Kless, Coach Riego, they do a fabulous job of making sure that their girls get into sets, get good shots each time. You know, as high level of basketball as you're going to see on the summer circuit.
So Bush is at the free throw line. Bush free throw, front iron, no. And missed the second one, did Jaden Bush, who had a big breakout game we saw the other day, Thursday, in the showcase game. 15 points. So here's Shelton. McLaughlin. She gave it to Shelton. Now we got an offensive foul. Offensive foul going to be on Clarissa McLaughlin.
And of course the Blazers, you know, one of the top teams on the Adidas circuit. Last year they came into the PSB Summer Invitational, and remember that they knocked off DFW in a terrific championship game. Now they're facing off against one of the premier teams nationally in the Indy Lady Gym Rats.
Well, they're trying to be a premier team themselves, and Jaden Bush is laying in buckets off the window. Timeout call by Coach Riego. He's seen enough. 6:03, it's a full timeout. 19-13, the Blazers leading the Indy Gym Rats. out of the timeout. The Indy Gym Rats will come into the forecourt now. Evans with a long cross-court pass. It was tipped and knocked out away by Jaden Bush. So let's set it for you. Clarissa McLaughlin, Sydney Shelton, Dana Evans, Darby Forsman, and Ariel Scott, the 5 on the floor for the Gym Rats. Driving floater by and get it to go. India Fly with the rebound. It's Fly, Edwards, Goodman, Bush, and Nielsen, the 5 on the floor for the Northwest Blazers. 5:20 to go. They bounce it in to Bush. Bush now kicks it up. There's Goodman. That might be money. Yeah. Goodman a 3. Her second one. Battleground Washington.
You said might be money. I tell you what, she's got a good
shooter right.
She's got a good looking release. Great. Aaliyah Goodman shaping up to be one of the premier players in the class of 2017 from the state of Washington.
India Fly will take a seat. Riley Lupter has checked in, and she will send you through a loop with that 3 ball. I'm going to tell you that now. Good move, Dana Evans. Evans is getting to the cup, not able to get anything to fall right now at the moment. Kicks it over to the left. There's Goodman. Goodman now holds it. She kicks it back out to the top to Edwards. Edwards now to Goodman. Goodman want to attack on McLaughlin. McLaughlin playing good D, but oh, what a move. Goodman just forced her way down there. She has 8 points out of Battleground Washington.
Goodman now showing her ability to put it on the deck, be able to finish off of the dribble, good size. Lister at 5'9", play either backcourt position, real skilled kid Goodman is.
There's McLaughlin dribbling with the right hand, now going to move with the left and peel it back. Holds it, now swings it over to the right. Kick it down low. Foul down low, all right, so Kayla Watkins will get ready to check in. Kayla Watkins checks in, 6'2", class of 2017, Glacier Peak High School. Shelton and Evans will come out for the Indy Lady Gym Rats. Forsman holds it, bounces it down low. No, Jackie Young still fighting for it. Young can't get it, and we've got a whistle down low. Let's see. They're going to inbound it underneath. It'll be Lady Bush will come out. Jill Townsend is in. Young will inbound it underneath the own basket, throws it up high for Darby Forsman. Darby holds it and looks, now gives it over to Clarissa McLaughlin. McLaughlin now back between the rings with the right hand dribble, belt high. Comes around, whipped around. Riley reached in there and stole it from her. Gonna go all the way, and then Clarissa McLaughlin came back and got hit with a foul. I thought that may have been all ball. Still good defense, though, from Riley Lupter. She's taking that game to Boise State.
Lupter, you mentioned it before, quite a sharp shooter. And sometimes, you know, when you label somebody a shooter, you think, well, that's the only thing that they can do out there on the court. Not so with Lupter. She's showing her ability to defend the basketball out there guarding McLaughlin, one of the better 2017 prospects from the state of Indiana. Getting her chance at the line now.
Maddie Udy checks in. She split the free throw, surprisingly. Those are her first points. Lewis and Clark High School, Spokane, Washington, class of 2016. Jackie Young now crossing the timeline, swings it over to the left. Driving is Scott. Scott to Harris. Harris to McLaughlin, topside 3. No good. Tip fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. And it will be Northwest Orange Blazer basketball. Walking it into the forecourt now is Jordan Edwards. Edwards being worked on defensively by McLaughlin. McLaughlin now gives it, and there's Lupter, a topside 3, bang. Came off that screen, she hadn't scored from deep yet, and then she just did kaboom, right there.
Good looking shot, once again showing that she can shoot the ball, not only off the spot up, but also off the move.
You see this score is 28-13, a little bit out of hand. Northwest Blazers Orange really trying to put it to the Gym Rats. Jackie Young may need to get warmed up now. Forsman holds it. She works it around and swings it to the top now. with McLaughlin. McLaughlin is going to drive. Got it knocked away. Stolen. Edwards with the steal. Up ahead to Lupter. They're going to let her shoot that. Nope, she stops. She peels it back out. Edwards now swings it to Udy. Udy going down low. Watkins down low. She walked. She moved that right foot first. No call. Here comes Scott. Scott going to walk into a three. Good, Ariel Scott. Her second three of the game, Hemi.
That's what she can do. Real good shooter, just a 2018 prospect, already picking up interest from major programs from across the country.
Take it and hold, and now swing it to the left. Looked at her. Three, good. She looked at her and said, you know I'm finna splash this in your face.
Hand down, man down.
Yep, and man down all the way. So now here is Young. Forsman, a turnover. One of the coaches down there took the not so kind part of it. It'll be a turnover. Indy Fly checks in now, and Edwards checks out.
What I love about the Northwest Blazers, everybody will notice, the shooting. But what I'm really paying attention to is their sound, solid defensive principles. They stay at home on a lot of things as they'll draw the foul right here. They defend the ball screen very well. They always jump to help. And right now, the Gym Rats have not done a good enough job of reversing the ball, to the second, to the third side, to get into those three-on positions where they can be effective.
I like to say move the ball. If you swing that ball, keep that defense moving. Second free throw is good. So Townsend stepped up to the free throw line and she has 7 in the contest. Substitution as she comes out. Harris goes out. Shelton comes in. Jackie Young is in. Young yet to score. Had 12 points on the Thursday exhibition right here on SUV TV and Prospect. Evans swings it over. There's a long three by Scott. Bang! Good rotation. She has 3 threes. 9 points already for Ariel Scott.
See the rising sophomore really taking a vocal leadership role right now. As Coach Kless called for the timeout before the turnover. But what I like about Scott right now is her energy, her demeanor. We're going to see the instant replay right here. That's Scott stepping into the three just a moment ago. But as soon as they hit that last three, immediately Coach Riego called for the press. It was Scott clapping, encouraging everybody, getting everybody up into the trap, and nearly forced a turnover.
Danny Riego, the head coach of this Indy Lady Gym Rat team. As you take a look at their bench right there, Jackie Young, number 3, that's who you really love. And who we're talking about, Ariel Scott, number 15, fixing her hair. She is stroking it right now. She has 3 threes. Sydney Shelton, who's sitting there beside her to her left, has a 3 as well. So 4 threes, 12 points, 12 of the 19 points coming via the long ball for the Lady Gym Rats.
Yeah, no question. I mean, this whole roster is full of kids that can shoot the basketball, but they really haven't found their rhythm. Like I said, they haven't really, shown the patience that is characteristic, of Coach Riego's teams. A lot of first side drives, first action, shots. So let's see if they make some adjustments, but I've got a feeling it's all going to start on the defensive end with transition things if they're going to cut into this lead before halftime.
Udy gets it to Bush. They kick it to Lupter. A 3. In and out. It almost fell. Madeline Smith on the glass. No good. Knocked it down low away from her, out of bounds underneath. Let's see. Where will it stay? Will it stay here? Yeah, it will stay with the Northwest Blazers orange. Smith inbound, caught, no good. It hit the front of the iron and goes out of bounds. It will still stay with Northwest Blazers orange. Jonathan Hemingway, Joel Hillsman with you. We are under a minute, and Lupter has it. Lupter's pass was deflected by Dana Evans. Dana stole it off the deflection, came down, raced up, blew the layup. Rebound is going to come down to Udy. Udy is going to hold it. Now Udy cross court pass to Lupter, up to Bush. Bush bounces it. There's a lay-in good. Was that Madeline Wright Smith? 2016. There's Evans. Evans going to attack. Evans, stop, floats it up. No good. She cannot find the mark today. Just let out a little bit of frustration. Now has it, bounces it over, dumped it down low. Shot up and in by Bush. Jaden Bush, her second field goal. She has 5 in the contest now. Shelton attacking all the way. There goes McLaughlin down the baseline. She missed it. They can't buy a hoop right now. Looped her a long 3 at the buzzer, no good. And Northwest Blazers with a 37-19 lead, a big fat 18-point lead at the half right here. SUV TV. "16 minutes are back up on the clock as we get ready for the second half of our final championship game of the day. Joe Hilsman, Chris Watkins, glad to be here with you. ProspectNation.com, powered by SUV TV. Dana Evans with the steal off of the inbound and then a travel right there. An 18 points here by the Northwest Blazers. Are you somewhat shocked that they're putting it on the like this?
Yeah, honestly I am. I was actually watching the game on the broadcast upstairs. You know, so I was about maybe 10 seconds behind, and just you would expect the Lady Gym Rats to come out a little bit tighter, you know, within their offensive sets and get some better looks this half than they did. And every time we talk about on the broadcast, all it really takes is 1 or 2 baskets to get that momentum going, because then they'll pick it up on the defensive end.
Outstanding. Yep, you are exactly
just like right there.
Mental mistake right there. That is a turnover, and it will go over to the Indy Lady Gym Rats. I just want to keep calling them the Gym Rats.
Yeah,
I must call them Lady, because there are no male Indy Gym Rats.
You know, and when you play against the Blazers, they're always down here every July, and they're so well coached, and they don't mess up. You know, they don't miss transition layups. They knock down the open shots, the things that great teams do.
Dana Evans with the steal and the layup that may get her going. Finally finds the range. Her first 2017 Gary Westside. India fly, now swings it over on the left. There's a long 3. Edwards, no good. Rebound comes down to Bush, though. Offensive rebound. There's Edwards again. Edwards jumper, got the roll. Jordan Edwards, her first field goal. 5'10", class of 2016. Linwood High School, Linwood, Washington. Evans drives in the lane, kicks it out. Step back by Scott. It wasn't there. Now she peels it back to Edwards. Edwards going to be picked up by Fly. This is a good matchup I've enjoyed watching. Is Fly and on Evans as Clarissa McLaughlin hits the three. Her first three of the contest, 5 points in the game.
They've already got it down to 15. It was 18 at the half.
Fly. Seen a halftime comeback now. Goodman in and out. Put back up and in, good by Bush. Jaden Bush now with 7 in the contest.
Yeah, you know, he's mentioned that comeback we saw earlier in the game between the West Virginia Thunder and Kentucky Premier. The West Virginia Thunder comes and goes on a 16-0 run with about 8 minutes left to get him back in the game and then ultimately win.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that one. I was talking about the one that happened right before it.
Just
New Jersey Sparks.
Yeah, and Sparks, I mean, we've got that. You'll see that game winner tweeted out. If you didn't see it on the broadcast, I'm sure we had Chris Hansen filming. We had Brandon filming, myself. So just the amount of coverage, and there's so many good games today. You get confused. We're talking about one comeback, and you're like, oh, we forgot about the one the game before that.
Yeah, but both of them were comeback. Bush, she's hooping now, getting it going. 9 points, it's 43-26. Meanwhile, Dana Evans had another field goal. She has 2. There's McLaughlin. McLaughlin all the way. Indy, Fly, rejected. Goodman with it now for the Blazers. Goodman comes up, kicks it over on the left side, and that's a traveling violation right there. Jordan Edwards just took all kind of off. 2016, and a substitution now. Jackie Young will come in, as well as Sydney Shelton. Now, I'm kind of getting a little concerned about Jackie Young, Chris. Held scoreless in that first half, and then only had 12 in the showcase game right here on SUV TV on Thursday.
Yeah, you know, I wouldn't necessarily be concerned, I mean, just based on the talent, but she's a player. She lets the game come to her, you know, so she might have a game where she has 20, she might have a game where she's got 12 and 10. She's never going to force anything.
Stop, a long three, no good. Young with the rebound, got it blocked from behind. Outlet now to Edwards. Edwards into the forecourt for the Blazers. She bounces it up ahead, stop. Looking. Now going to hold it, and they just go crashing out of bounds down there. Let's see who ball it'll be. It'll be the Blazers. I guess concern may have been the wrong word. Just ready to see where she's going to impact the ball game. And, of course, since she's been down here for the summer invite, she has been coming off the bench. So looking to inbound, looking underneath, looking almost a 5 count. Townsend has it. Townsend in the right corner, puts it down with the left-hand dribble. Passes down low. Townsend turns and scores. Jill Townsend scores. 9th point of the night for Townsend, class of 2017. Nice drive. No. Gonna go. Ball is on the ground. Forsman has it. Now Shelton shoots the jumper good. Sydney Shelton. Offensive rebound, or actually getting it off the loose ball for the shot. It's down to 17, 45-28. Rebound by Jackie Young. Young gets the rebound. 10 to go. Long three, bang, bang, bang. All 3 of them, Sydney Shelton. She's warming to the task now.
She's just chipping away at that lead. They just got to get a stop now here.
11. Townsend dumps it down low. There's Madeline Smith. Smith makes her move, goes up good.
That is a great move right there with the turn, the fake, using the crab dribble to go back and finish on the other side.
6 points for Smith. India Fly will be checking in just a moment. 47-31. They kick it to the top. There's a long three by Ariel Scott. Bad shot, no good. Rebound comes to Townsend. Townsend down to Goodman. Goodman into the forecourt, right-hand dribble to the left, dumps it out to Smith. It was knocked away from behind by Sydney Shelton. They're able to save it, and we've got a whistle.
Second tier, Riley Jill, second tier, 22.
47-31. Clock now at 11:05. gives it to Young. Jackie Young holding. Now Young is going to attack all the way. Lost it out of bounds. It'll still stay here. Lupter came in and forced it out of bounds. Good play by Indy. Fly defensively, sticking with her. Now Dana Evans will check in, and Ariel Scott will check out. Down now to Forsman. Darby Forsman now to Young. Young back to the basket. Spin. That left foot is the pivot. Goes, makes the move. No good. On rebound, up. No good. Floor, hit the floor. Shelton gets it. Sydney Shelton now going to attack to the right side. Stop, goes up. She got fouled. She may get 2 free throws. Let's see. Coach Riego up like he wants 2 fouls. Jackie Young still yet to score in this ball game out of Princeton High School, class of 2016. And Miss Shelton is at the free throw line out of Mount Vernon High School, class of 2016. And Miss Shelton has been doing the heavy lifting so far in this contest. She hits her first free throw. .12 points now make it 13 for Sydney Shelton. Coach Riego is asking and pleading for a stop. 10.5 to go. Clock 47-33. Give it over to Townsend. Townsend holding out top between the rings. Now gives it over to the left to India Fly. Fly goes. Shot was bothered and blocked by Darby Forsman. And I think she stepped out of bounds on the recovery. She did. So it will still be Northwest Blazers orange basketball. And racing to the scorer's table is Kayla Watkins. Watkins, 6'2", class of 2017, out of Glacier Peak High School. And so Hamish Washington looking on the inbound, looking, and they kick it out to the top to Lupter. Lupter now being guarded by Jackie Young. Now Lupter peels it back out. That's Boise State versus Notre Dame you just saw right there. Dana Evans shot in and stole it. Took the cookies to Fly. All the way layup good. Dana Evans up, trying to get it going. 6 points in the contest. Floater with the left hand. Riley Lupter no good. Rebound hit the floor. Bounced out of bounds. And let's see. Goodman again. Aaliyah Goodman. And let's see. Ariel will come in. Jackie will go out. Will come back in. Jackie Young will take a seat.
You mentioned Aaliyah Goodman checking back in. I actually had my first chance to see her in footage of the Check Me Out showcase ran by our Chris Hansen. Another Blazers attend the Check Me Out showcases of the top exposure and skill development camps on the West Coast. You can find more information on those on chrishansenbasketball.com.
Madeline Smith, a jumper with 8. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, even though we are on the World Wide Web, a lot of people will peg us down, man, everywhere. PeachStateBasketball.com, that's just kind of what happened. But there's everything else, Jump Off and EBA, and Chris Watkins takes care of all the plugs when he gets on the mic for us.
I do what I can. You know, we always talk about its education, and just people know. I was talking to somebody the other day, they're like, oh, I skill camps. And I said, we've got them nationwide, whether it's Kyle Moore up north, Chris Hansen on the West Coast, or we hold it down here in the South.
That's right. All the bases are covered from sea to shining sea. Watkins is down low, and he wanted a timeout. Coach Kless wanted a timeout right there in front of him, and he was granted it. 8:58 to go, 49-35. And the Northwest Blazers orange with the lead. Let's take a look now at our ProspectNation.com replay. Nice little swooping hook in there by Madeline Smith, and she went off the window with it. Madeline Smith in this contest has 8 points. 6'2", class of 2017. She's out of Lake Stevens, Washington. So Goodman will be inbounding underneath the own basket for the Northwest Blazers, who are all in orange. Are all in red. Dana Evans came in there and tipped that ball. Forsman got it away. Now here comes Sydney Shelton. Over to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Dana Evans. Dana pulls it from deep. NBA range 3. She is feeling it, Dana Evans, with 9 points. Speaking of, that just made me think about the WNBA All-Star game today. Who won? Watkins shot, no good. Evans down there low getting the rebound. Evans pushing the pressure. They cut it down to 11. There's McLaughlin the three. Bang!
He's going to let him play through it. Got almost a Phil Jackson mantra over here. Not going to call the timeout. Going to let him try to play through it right here.
We talk about what you and I like to do. I like to see you play through it. 49-41. There's a layup good by McLaughlin. McLaughlin with the layup now. She has 10 in the contest. Lead all of a sudden down to 6. Smith passes it over. There's Goodman. Goodman, a right wing three. Good. Almost in that deep corner, Aaliyah Goodman. That's her third three of the contest. She has 11 in the game.
You know, that's what we say. It's just whenever we talk about somebody coming to one of our skill camps and all of a sudden right there in the broadcast, they're knocking down the three, they're making a play.
Shelton holding with the right hand dribble. Shelton moves and swings it over to the right. There's a long three. McLaughlin, no good. Watkins gets the rebound. Kayla Watkins the looper. Looper now to Goodman.
It's a good last name right there. We're not related, though.
That you know of. Here's Evans. Evans into the forecourt. Nice crossover. Evans attacking the hoop. Got fouled. She'll go to the free throw line. Dana Evans has played very well now here in this second half after struggling in the first half. It's 52-43.
You know, another play that's really impressed me so far here in the second half since I've been on the broadcast has been Madeline Smith, also from the Northwest Blazers. I also talked to Chris Hansen about her prior to the broadcast. He was actually in the gym with her on Monday, worked her out with a number of some of the other top posts on the West Coast of the United States.
Dana Evans hit that free throw. Watkins dropping knowledge today. 7:01 to go, 52-44. And Evans dropping a second free throw. It is good.
They've cut it to 7 here. Now we got Jackie Youngs coming back in. It's going to look to now what can she do now that it's within 7? See if she can make a couple plays.
Under 7 minutes as well. Long three, no good. Goodman chased down the rebound in the corner, kicks it out. There's a long three by Edwards. Front iron. She's on the glass. Bush got fouled. Jaden Bush, 6-foot class of 2017. She's out of Federal Way, Washington, and Bishop Blanchett High School. So Bush will be going to the free throw line in a 7-point game with 6:49 to go. He's Chris Watkins. I'm Joel Hilsman. Glad to be with us and glad that you are with us, and we are glad to be with you. That's this championship game number 6 of the day.
There's just, I mean, today's been so great, it's hard to even keep up with them.
There's another championship game behind us. Well, not championship, I'm sorry. Still playing for place, but it's a 2-point game after that three-pointer. A long three right there, McLaughlin. That's her third three of the day, but then coming right back and scoring was the Blazers. And the pass was knocked away. Edwards got it, fell down, traveling call. So Jackie Young will inbound it, and now there's McLaughlin. 55-48, we're still sitting there at 7 points with 6:13 to go in the contest. McLaughlin bounces it down to Forsman. Forsman goes low to Jackie Young. She got fouled going up, so Young now will go to the free throw line. She was fouled by Jordan Edwards. Edwards, class of 2016, 5'10", Linwood High School, Linwood, Washington. Jackie Young, of course, Princeton High School class of 20, and her first free throw good for her first points of the day. Young now will be coming up for her second free throw. Back iron, no, missed it. Rebound hit the floor, but Harris got it. Ariana Harris. McLaughlin gonna attack the baseline, spin up, went in to a double team. It wasn't there. Townsend gets the rebound and gives it over to Goodman.
You know, the way she's been shooting, you'd almost want her to give it up and then spot right back up, get that wide open look at a three.
Goodman a three. Good. Bang, bang, bang.
She is on fire today.
Yes, she is. That's her fourth three of the contest. She has 14 points. He'd push right that quickly back up to 9. Shelton drives in the corner. Scott pass knocked away by Goodman. Northwest Blazers just playing defense on a string. Long Muty. Muty pump fake. Muty had to shoot it over Harris. No good. Rebound is tipped out of bounds. Dana Evans will check back in. She's coming to get Clarissa McLaughlin. 50-49. Looking is Edwards. And looking. Now gets it into Jill Townsend. Townsend now back between the rings. Townsend now swings it over. There goes Edwards. Edwards on a step back, but good defensive effort by Sydney Shelton. Swing it over. Now here's Goodman. Goodman holding. Now Evans came in and knocked the ball free and then got the steal. Now slid on the floor. There goes Shelton over to Harris. Harris pivots, shot up short. Rebound is going to come down. Jackie Young, she battled it up. No, they're going to battle away from it. And now here come the Orange with Goodman. Goodman now crossing the timeline. Oh, nope, peeled it back. Now passes it to Edwards, who crosses the timeline. Bush caught, one dribble, moving. No good. Young, 4.5 minutes to go. 58-49. The Orange leading. There's a long three by Shelton. Air ball out of bounds. Clock will stop with 4:23.
If you're the Gym Rats, you know, at this point, the timing situation, that's probably not the best shot, being that far behind the three. She is an outstanding shooter, but you want her to get that more in rhythm.
Yep, and now there's a drive and out of bounds. Oh, Jill Townsend had it while it was out of bounds, so Riley Lupter will come in and Townsend will take a seat. Jackie Young will be inbounding. Young gives it in to Dana Evans. Evans all the way across the timeline. Evans forcing it up. She got fouled going up and will go to the free throw line. So Dana Evans has really came on here in this second half. She was scoreless at the half, and now she has 11 in this contest with a chance to score points with the clock stopped. 4:07 and down by 9. Free throw good. Second free throw. Rotation, and it is in good. So Evans now trying to warm them up the lead. Now back to 7, but you've lost those minutes, and there's a steal. Harris tipped it away. Evans on the bounce pass, up ahead to Shelton. Ooh. Edwards blocked it out of bounds. Coach Riego gets up. They're still within striking distance, 3:53 to go.
That was the aggressive block.
Yes, it was. Very much was an aggressive block. Young swings it over to Evans. Evans holding. Evans gonna pull a long, deep three again. Good. Dana Evans, her second three, and this one came from deeper than the first one. She pulled it. They gave it to her. She cooked it. They're down 4. Udy's shot was bothered by Harris. Rebounded, tipped, and goes out of bounds with 3:20 substitutions. McLaughlin will come in, and Forsman will come out. Dana Evans, on that ProspectNation.com instant replay three-pointer. Yeah, she wants that one replayed. We had to measure that one. That was the first one. She's hit one from each wing very far away like that. There's the shot by McLaughlin. McLaughlin, no, pulls down the rebound, and that is Shelton, and it goes out of bounds. So India Fly will come in. Inbound to Evans. Evans now has slowly but surely brought them back into this ball game. She's been vital as we come up on the 3:05 mark. Evans now swings it to Rice. Young now take it, and it's knocked away by Evans. Nice move. Bush on the catch and score.
It seems like the Gym Rats, they can't get over the hump.
Nope, cannot get right there to the hump and start climbing it, but just can't get over it. Gonna peel it back out now, holding and looking. Gonna gump it on a high-low. Was going down for Jackie Young, who was held by Edwards. But there was the out-of-bounds play. 2:35 to go, 60 to 50. Gives it to Forsman. Forsman now to Young. Young with it back to the basket. Power. Gonna be an offensive foul on Young. I can't argue with that. That was a pretty good call. Could have went either way. Coach Riego didn't like the call though, but I can't fault that one. 60 to 54 with 2:27 to go. Ball tipped away, and let's see. Out of bounds. So 2:19 to go. We'll reset it for you. Joel Hilsman, Chris Watkins, glad that you are with us here. Hashtag PSB Summer Invite. Our final championship game of the day. Now, that's a nice little inbound to Bush. Jaden Bush really filling it up today. 14 points for Jaden Bush. 6-footer class of 2017. There's a long three. McLaughlin off the side of the rim, no good. They get the rebound, sitting it up too hard. Rebound by Bush. We're under 2 minutes in an 8-point game. Here comes Goodman. Goodman over to Luther, a three. Good night.
That might be the nail in the coffin right there. I'm going to go ahead and pass on over to Mr. Brandon Clay himself. Be sure to follow him on Twitter at BrandonClayPSB.
That's her third three of the contest. 10 points, Riley Luther. 98 seconds, and the mastermind of all this bracket building has just sat down. Brandon Clay, Joel Hilsman. I'm a little shocked by this one. Not a lot, but I'm a little shocked by this one. 11-point lead and a minute and a half to go, and they got it down to 5 at one time.
Well, you know what? Multiple shooters, kids that make shots, and just the ebb and the flow of the game, the Blazers have just made more shots. You know, I think that last sequence there for Indy Gym Rats kind of sums up the game to this with Shelton's hand. Out 8 feet from the basket, and they just can't convert. And it's, you know, it's been that way every time you need that one call, the one more. That one more basket, man, to really open the floodgate. You know, it just hadn't gone for them. They've gotten good looks. I like the look that Shelton took there. You know, you're 8 feet from the basket. It hasn't. And then for the Blazers, it has more times than it hasn't.
Luther missed that three. McLaughlin there with the glass. We know about Riley Luther going to Boise State. She had 6 threes yesterday in a game against All Ohio. Has 3 threes today. But someone that is impressive, Jaden Bush. Now, this is the second time I've seen her. Thursday on the showcase, she really put up well with, 15 points. Today, she's at 14 points. I've seen her be consistent. I mean, what's the word on Jaden Bush? Bishop Blanchett, class of 2017 in a 6-foot.
Bush has the skill, I think, when you start talking about the next level, to be able to do multiple things. She's versatile, has good feet, is able to make plays, and I think she's a great complement to what we talked about the other day on the broadcast. You know, whether it's Luther, whether it's a kid like Fly, whether it's Goodman, they have so many different weapons in terms of what they can deploy. And interesting enough, when you look at Bush, a little bit different frame than Ariana Harris on the other side, but similar productivity in the versatility that they bring because of their physical stature. They're not so big that they don't move well, but they're not small enough where you can post them. Oh my gosh, what a move by Jackie Young.
Yes, that was a nice going down the move, down the lane. That's Young's first. Only 3 points in the contest.
Well, and that's not, I mean, for Young, and I think when you start to talk about from an All-American standpoint, whether it's McDonald's, Naismith, as you see this move here, look at her attack, feel the defender go through her body. Oh, basket. You know, you talk about her at the All-American level. She's got to be able to be big in these performances. She was huge in the game against West Virginia Thunder that I saw Memorial Day weekend. They were able to isolate her and get multiple baskets in a row. I think that's what we expect from Young. You talk about Real Deal in the Ville. They were in a little bit of a hole on the night of the 8th. They were able to go to Jackie Young and pull the game away. That's what we expect from her. She's got to make those plays, or heck, she's got to go 0 for 7 trying. I'm okay with Jackie Young going 0 for 7 on quality shots where she's trying to make it happen.
Free throw up by Jordan Edwards is good. Quiet day for her, only her 3rd point. but she's putting them away now at the free throw line. They are up 8, and we're at 53 and 9/10 seconds.
Well, the thing is, when you have so many weapons like the Blazers do, you can afford air quote quiet offensive days as long as the production defensively is where it's supposed to be.
8 3-pointers in this game. Goodman with 4 of them. Lupter with 3 of them for the Northwest Blazers orange. So that the long ball fell today, especially for those two. And then Townsend came in off the bench and cracked her one.
Well, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, when you watch this team play, the way they play, the style of play, all of those things point to making shots. Out here like they did here last year, and they made shots against DFW Elite. So when they come out and they make shots, immediately they're that much tougher to guard, to defend, and they give you just a different look.
Evans fouled. Evans had a very quiet first half, was struggling. She's turned it on in the second half. We added to her game winner. I think she's overall had a pretty good PSB summer invitation.
No question. Did the same thing at Real Deal. She's just dynamite. I've watched her during the high school season. Obviously seen her multiple times on the club circuit this year. She's one of the best point guards in the 17 class nationally. And I think when you start to project her game forward, adding that consistent 3 or even a consistent open 17 to keep the defense honest is going to be big. And that translates to the free throw line as well when you can knock down those open shots.
17 points for Dana Evans, and she's just class of 2017, and the 2 threes that she hit today, she hit them from downtown, literally, Atlanta.
Well, and she's shown in the past that she's more than capable of making that open shot, and when you look at percentages, you'd like for her, to be a kid that can shoot it in the high 30s. Heaven forbid she gets to the college level and is able to make it from the low 40s. Now she's a matchup nightmare because you're going to have a heck of a time keeping her. But on the other end of the floor, you're going to have a heck of a time playing against her. She's got some of the best hands defensively in the class.
Jordan Edwards with her 5th point, pushing that lead. And well, another championship in the books, another wonderful PSB event. What's next?
Power 48 tomorrow, man. Elite 32 tomorrow in Augusta. Here in Marietta, 1 in Augusta, and then we close it down with session 2 of the Elite 32. It just doesn't stop, and I love it, man. It's flat awesome.
27 seconds left. He's Brandon Clay. I'm Joel Hilsman. Oh, I see Kyle walking in. India fly. Almost got tackled by Dana Evans. A little coming out in him, but it'll be all right. 70 to 59, 20 and 3/10 seconds.
That's awesome. When you see the game not over, in her mind still playing, and you see even talking to the ref, just saying, hey, I'm not trying to hurt anybody out here. I'm just trying to make a play for my team.
Missed that free throw, though. 1. A long 3 off the back iron, no good by Shelton. Edwards gets the rebound. They are going to have to cross the half-court stripe if they do want to do that. Coach Riego has already said this thing is over. Lupter walks up with 4, with 3. She's going to hold it with 2. And that's going to be the final. Northwest Blazers orange with a 70 to 59 win. Close out our final championship bracket on Championship Saturday and close the PSB Summer Invitational, which is #PSB Summer Invite. That's all he can do is shake his hand.
Seriously, man, what a weekend of basketball. If you're a fan of the game, not just of the women's game, just of the game, like what's coming up. So many players, the competition, the New Jersey Sparks running on the floor at the end of the game, all the way to Coach Act right there going over, before the game's even over, just, hey, we don't want to hurt anybody. Let's go ahead, and it's been a great battle. It just was everything, and maybe even more than I thought it was going to be sitting in that office drawing. Man, thank y'all for watching.
Ain't nothing. We thank you for being here on the broadcast. That was Brandon Clay. I'm Joel Hill. We thank you for joining us again. It's been another production of SUV TV. ProspectNation.com will have all of your recaps, all of your player interviews, all of your player evaluations, all that good stuff. We'll see you down the road. More action right here, SUV TV.